Let's go, boys. Welcome to Challenger in 3. Today I'm playing Ryze. As a mid lane mage, Ryze definitely ticks all the boxes with insane damage, great mobility, and a hard CC. He also fits into any team comp and is unmatched when it comes to scaling in the mid lane. His unique ult and assassin-like burst gives him plenty of room to outplay opponents throughout every stage of the game, while the lack of counters enables you to pick him at any stage in the draft. Starting off with Ryze's laning, you want to start with E, and then you want to push the minion wave into the turret while getting as much harass off onto your opponent as possible. Your early laning is actually really strong. Make sure to use that auto attack as much as possible while also looking for the opportunity to all in your opponent with a well-coordinated combo. A little laning tip is to use your E to last hit minions to spread flux onto your opponent from a longer range. Don't forget Ryze has one of the best pushes in the game with a double E to spread flux and then a Q to clear them out. Now you want to roam while your enemy is under tower with a well-placed ultimate behind either bot or top. Now getting into the specifics, these are the best runes for Ryze versus AP and AD at the moment. For masteries, go in and grab that Storm Raider Surge with the extra mobility in your kit. Some of the spells for Ryze is always going to be Flash Ghost, while the skill order is really simple. Start with the E, then Q, and then W, and then you want to max your Q, followed by E, and finally your W. There are two great builds for Ryze at the moment. One is building Abyssal Scepter and the other Morello. Besting heavy AP comps, grab that Abyssal after your Tear and Rod of Ages. While if you're against team comps lacking AP, get the Morello instead. Now that all the simple things are out of the way, let's get down to some of his combos and his tricks to his kit. A great combo to use in lane is the Q-E-Q. Because Ryze's E works as a reset to Q and an AP crit on the proc, it's the main part of why his kit is so potent. The next combo is a bit longer, starting with the Q-E-Q, then you want to use your W-Q-E-Q to finish. This combo is when you find your opponents in the open and should net you a kill or burst a majority of their health. There are two standard ways to proc your passive. The first is for a longer stun to get away from ganks or just to lock down a carry. Start with your E, then W, then Q for a 2-second snare. The next is for mobile champs, so you want to start with your W to lock them down, followed by E and then Q for a simple yet effective proc for your passive. With Ryze's ultimate, it can actually be very dangerous for beginners because I've seen countless times where they either suicide or bait their entire team into dying. The right time to use Ryze's ult is to get a flank on the enemy team, or simply just to zone an enemy's escape route, making them turn towards your team. Ryze's ultimate can have many different uses, especially when transferring minions from one lane to the other for a push, or even for a cheese play if your team has a build-up ability like Nunu ult or Fiddle ult. Another little tip for your ultimate which comes in handy when roaming is to get a little extra distance, so you can put your ult slightly to one side of a wall and you'll appear on that side. Ryze mid to late game should be looking for picks with his ultimate to flank, or simply charging down an enemy carry with ghosts and exploding them. Split pushing does work well if you're confident you can 1v1 anyone on the enemy team, making use of that ultimate as an escape route to rejoin your team while the enemy chases you in pursuit. That's Challenger in 3, boys, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.
I just wanna see the light.